Elgato has sent me the Camlink Pro. We're gonna compare it to the normal Camlink in this video. And because the Camlink Pro needs to be built into my PC, I got my PC right here. Let's open it up. There it is. The Camlink Pro. So one thing you need to be careful of is that with the Camlink, it needs to go into your PC, so you don't want to be having static on you, and that's why this paper is around it. This is anti-static. You've got this amazing Elgato logo sticker, and you can paste those on your case, like I've done with the Intel and the Aurora stickers here. And then I think this is a little manual. Let's see, important safety instructions. I think there's nothing underneath here. Yeah, no, we don't need anything more, so the instructions are actually on the box. Okay, I know how to do this, so we're gonna be fine. We're gonna need to start with opening up the PC. Oop. I dropped one of the screws. And then here we see the graphic card. And there's another slot right here where we can put in the Elgato Camlink. Oh yeah. Yeah, I got it. Now we just make sure that the screw's back on. We're gonna put this back on. There's a lot of fingerprints on it now. Guess that comes with the territory. So to download the software, you need to go to elgato.com and go to downloads. Here you select your product. For me, that's the Camlink Pro. If you use the Camlink 4K. And then here you can download the software. For the 4K, it's the camera hub right here. You don't actually need the software for the Camlink because it works without the software just fine. I always love recording OBS with OBS because, you know, it becomes a mess. I'm gonna put the HDMI cable in my Camlink and then in my camera so we can actually see the camera on OBS. I'm gonna add the camera by clicking on plus, and here going to video capture device, Camlink 4K. Then here we're gonna select Camlink 4K. There we go. There we are. Hello. And then I'm pressing OK. So this is my Canon F50 Mark II actually connected with the Camlink to my OBS. So now you're seeing me through OBS and not the raw camera input anymore. The camera was set to manual and I thought it was like super overlit, so I actually turned it down a bit. So this is how it looks like with just the Camlink 4K. Now I'm going to remove it out of the Camlink 4K and I'm going to put it in the Camlink Pro. Okay, for some reason there was this really weird sound going on and it came from this 4K utility, but I did mute it. And it stopped. But we can see ourselves in this software already, but not in OBS yet. So what we're gonna do is gonna plus video capture device and then Camlink Pro. Okay. It's on the first one. I put it in the first one. The first is HDMI. The first HDMI port, so I'm gonna select that. I'm gonna like mute it for a sec so you guys just still see my OBS, because that's the downside of recording OBS with OBS. But as you can see, you can select any of the 4 ports right here. We're gonna go for the first one right here. I would just leave the resolution and stuff on custom because it just works fine if you click on OK. So this is how it looks like on the Camlink Pro. I don't really see a difference. What do you guys think? Let me know in the comments below. But I think the biggest difference is this is the Camlink. And it's small, which is nice. However, you plug it in the back of your PC or maybe the front of your PC. I've seen this person where they put it in the back of their PC and somebody actually gotten against it with something. I don't know what it was. And this USB port gotten crooked. If you buy this one, that you be careful with it because you can break it pretty easily by walking against it or something like that. You don't really have that problem with the Camlink Pro because the Camlink Pro is built inside your computer. So we can actually add a second camera by putting a second camera in the HDMI 2. Ooh, this is a aesthetic shot. My keyboard. Ooh. So we can add this. And then if we add another one, and we will add the first one. We just have myself here again. And what we can do, for example, is turn them both on. And if I make myself smaller, we have two cameras. So the Canon M50 does have autofocus, but it doesn't have it on the Mark 1, only on the Mark 2. And this is a Mark 2, but this is a Mark 1, so I need to like autofocus myself. So not autofocus, just manual focus! We can also create something here in a Stream Deck. We can install the Camlink Pro here on a Stream Deck. We can set multi-view mode like this. Oh, you can see me here. Full screen, we can have picture-in-picture. We can have side-by-side. So if we click on the button, then we get the two cameras side-by-side. So if we turn on this one, I'll just make it normal again. Now if I press that button, we will have my beautiful second shot. Yeah, now it's sharp. Beautiful, right? Isn't it? So you can set up these things in the Stream Deck. Set mode, full screen. So if you press that button again, it's full screen. So now we have one for full screen and one by side. But we can add as many as we want because we can have triple. So we have 3 cameras. Quad, we've got 4 cameras like that. Picture-in-picture, so this is like kind of like a game screen, so this is our normal camera, and then 2 here is our, you know, picture-in-picture. So we can also have this as be another camera, but like the first one, you guys, there's a little preview, but it's not like the same FPS, it seems like. So you can actually interact with your Stream Deck to get your cameras to go like split screen and stuff like that. What you can also do is just add them as different sources and make the source visible or invisible, which I do with my webcam in the back. I just turn the source on or off. One thing to keep in mind if you want to hang your camera on your OBS is that there is a limited battery life. If you do not want to run out battery, I recommend ordering one of these dummy batteries. So you can just put this in your camera, and this one you can put power in. Keep in mind that you need to make sure that you have a battery that fits. They're called dummy batteries, so search on which dummy battery your camera needs. Another thing you need is this HDMI micro cable, which you plug in your camera and then you plug the HDMI port into your Camlink or in your Camlink Pro. If you got the Canon M50, you might have the problem that it goes in sleepy mode. Then you need to make sure that it's also connected with USB just to prevent it going to sleep while you're trying to stream. So otherwise it will go sleep every 20 minutes. But I believe that's only a problem with the Canon M50 and not with other cameras. Another plus of the Camlink Pro is that you can actually attach 4 cameras instead of 1. But if you just need 1 camera, well, this is cheaper. If you just need 1 camera and you need to look at your budget, I would definitely recommend this one. However, this one is a lot cleaner as it's inside your PC and you can have multiple camera angles with it. Another downside of the Camlink Pro is that you need to build it in your computer. So if you do not know how to build something in your computer, you might have a little bit of trouble setting it up. But as you saw, that it was pretty simple setting it up for myself. You just have to find a PCI port and you basically just put it in and that's it. However, if you got a pre-built computer, you might not have a spare one or there might not be enough space for you to put it in. So before ordering the Camlink Pro, make sure that you have enough space in your computer to actually put it in. As with the Camlink, you just need to put it in a USB slot. Downside of that though is, as a streamer, and you've got like a lot of gear, you run out of USB slots. I've had that. Maybe I have too many Stream Decks. I don't know. But you will run out of USB slots pretty soon, okay? So it's nice to not have a device be in one of your USB slots and be able to use it for something else. As I said, I have too many Stream Decks, but I do also have some tutorials about Stream Decks. So let's jump into that playlist and I'll see you there.